Shout out to the hottest chat in the MFN game. A-Side official. No negotiation needed, period. You already know the first in the building. WCS is on deck for another one. Shout out to the Wednesday crew. Those of supporters who out there getting it in, working, earning a living. You know what I'm saying? And tune in to my lives while you at work. I know some of my people, they probably at lunch right now. You know what I'm saying? It's Wednesday, probably at lunch. I don't know, what job you got, how long you have lunch. But shout out to y'all, man. Make sure you return on time so you can keep that job. Don't ever think that YouTube is the way to go as far as a career. It's just like boxing. It don't have no pension plan. It's going to always be grimy to you. You know what I'm saying? And should always tread with caution. Always tread with caution on here, period. Cautionary tales. Yeah. When I see these cats that has pretty much chosen YouTube to be their lifelong monetary gain, I just feel for them at the end of the day, because at any given time, if these platforms want to shut down the if they want to shut down the economic freaking stability, just put a halt and bring it down, and shut that bridge down for a couple of months. There's a lot of people gonna be up under that bridge too, with no life jacket. I'm just saying. But let's get down to it. On the Brown on deck, man. What's good? What's good with it? Salute. The Go Big Blunts and Boxing on deck. What's good with it, bro? This is 16 days. Haney and Garcia. $80. 80 pay-per-view price. That's the going ticket that you're going to have to pay for Haney versus Garcia. Should fans pay up and shut up? And then I'm hearing Cruz ranked best champ at 140 pounds. Can you believe that? So let's dive right into it, man. But first, I need to address something, right? Understand one thing about how we all operate on here on the YTC. Everybody have their own lane, have their own mentality, have their own words, have their own temperament. They pretty much talk with their own tone. They will pretty much recognize who we are by our rhythm and flow most of the time, right? What topics that we love to talk about. Don't ever get it twisted because I choose to talk about my favorite fighters more than talking about across the board, especially when people ain't supporting the channel. They want to complain about your channel, but they're not supporting it in any way, shape, or form, though. So, like I said yesterday, about people be quick to say so and so don't show up at your channel. That's their own decision to do that. I'm not worried about it. I'm not gonna talk about it anymore because I'm good. I don't expect these fighters to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't go and basically go live and bring up my telecast for these guys to pop up. If they do, that's cool. But I'm not looking for it. It's not something that I care to look for either. I'm not requesting it or any of that. So just pay attention to what I am doing, and then we'll be all good. We'll be all good, man. The OG Mr. Golden on deck. What's good? So let's talk about the reality at hand, man. If you haven't heard, the news is out. And I'm going to take you and share screen right quick, right? Because it's midday. So let me bring up this, right? So for those of you that just tuned in, this is an article for Boxing News 24. And it says, is the Haney Garcia interest flatlining? Is the Haney Garcia interest flatlining? Ticket sales tell a sad story. All right. Let me identify something once again about boxing. Whenever a fight is on the horizon, let's just go back to Haney, Regis Prograis. That was people up here talking about the ticket sales, ticket sales, ticket sales. Okay, I get it, man. You know, it's always going to be like that. The ticket sales, ticket sales, ticket sales. We have to understand also that the way people stream these fights this day and time are affecting the numbers. I don't ever hear anybody talking about Canelo and he's not selling tickets. And every fighter that he fight is not doing record numbers. So for this fight right here, they're saying the ticket sales, which have 16 days remaining, is looking futile. It says Devin Haney looked in crisis mode today, taking to social media, begging fans to purchase tickets for his fight against Ryan Garcia at the Barclays Center in desperation tweet. See, you know, this is a perfect example where you have another media idiot, an author, that's out here just laying down words without a care in the world, man. He up here saying he's begging. He's the fighter, but this guy said he's begging. 18 days, Ryan goes down. Go purchase tickets now. Haney urged on X. Haney's cringeworthy attempts at pleading with the fans to go buy tickets isn't a good look. If it isn't a good look, then for a fighter to go up here and encourage fans, what is? If the promoter is only going to promote from whatever they have in the budget or what they deem necessary, how is this considered cringeworthy? What's cringeworthy is that you're freaking putting characters together to come up with a bias-ass narrative. That's the bullshit about all this. When you get these cats out here, you know, right behind the scenes, sucking down freaking honey bun juice. You know what I'm saying? Just eating a honey bun out the package ain't enough. I gotta put it all together and make it into a liquid, so I can have a honey bun shake. Mix it with a little pudding, put some Fairfield milk in there. I'm good. You know, they out of shape ass behind the screen, goddamn talking all this shit, man. Talking about it's cringeworthy. You're not even trying to help the fight itself. It goes on to say the lack of interest from fans in New York is really telling. Those tickets just aren't selling. And the map of the Barclays shows available seats as far as the eye can see. Why you didn't put a screenshot of the seat up there? If you're going to dog it out, is it Haney's lack of... Notice he's not talking too much about Garcia now. This is the guy who obviously don't like Haney. Because Haney is fighting Garcia. Haney is the champion, but Haney is fighting Garcia. Garcia is supposed to be the one with a surplus of social media following. But yet he's targeting Devin Haney. Is it Haney's lack of appeal that is dragging interest? We know that this last fight against Regis Prograis on December 9th was a pure disaster, reportedly selling only 50K pay-per-view, and with complimentary ticket given out for the Chase Center venue. Haney's fighting style is like combination of Shakur Stevenson and Tyson Fury. It's not pretty to watch. Right now, Garcia, 24-1 and 20 knockouts, could be having second thoughts and regretting his decision to choose Haney as his opponent. The poor ticket sales dictate that he chose the wrong one. So let's put this into perspective, right? You know, Ryan Garcia, he can ride that wave with Gervonta Davis fight. He's attempted to. He was the one that was out here confused. He wanted to fight Rolly at one point. You know, Haney, and then went to Rolly and back to Haney. It's just the way boxing is right now. You have to take it for what it is and where we at in this era. You know what I'm saying? When we have people putting out media like this, they're not supporting boxing. They're not contributing freaking any type of attraction value to the readers to go get this fight. It's almost like they're agitators. They're sitting out here being agitators, and they just want to deter people from watching these fights. They always up here. That's all they do is put out Negative media, man. It said in hindsight, Ryan should have gotten a hint that Devin wasn't the right guy to fight when he saw the low pay-per-view numbers for his last fight against Prograis. When you see that, you have to know that Ryan would be the only one attracting interest in the fight against Haney. In other words, he would be dead weight, a total drag on the promotion, riding on Ryan's coattails. So listen, obviously you have psychological deficiencies that's currently actively, being medicated at this time. Tell me why you complain about ticket sales if you saying Ryan, right? You got to read in between the lines, y'all. Ryan is the one that is the showstopper. He's the one that is the main attraction. So why are you complaining about Devin Haney, and Haney doesn't even live over there in NYC? Ryan Garcia didn't want nothing to do with it over there in Brooklyn. Knowing that his fight was changed from Vegas, he went crazy. He said, I want my fight to be in Vegas. Y'all moved over here. Yeah, I feel some type of way. So if Ryan Garcia can carry the load and Devin's going to be riding off his coattail, then why are you talking about Devin as if he's taking the lead? Or you want to act like you giving him partial championship validation and then turn back around and say with that championship, he's still his style. No likable style. He has a no likable style. What the fuck kind of style does Ryan got? Ryan has a no likable style. Y'all busy up here looking at a pretty face and groomed hair when it's boxing. If he's the man, if he got all the damn clientele now, if he got all the freaking social media following, why aren't you talking about him? Oh, the numbers are going to be great. Because when you put it out there, Ryan should be able to, carry the load. He should be able to, fill in any voids heading into this fight. He should be able to boost that number up. Ryan Garcia should be able to do this now. Let's not be mistaken about what we read. Ryan should be able to do this. He should be able to make it all look transparent. He should be able to smooth everything out. If Devin can't do it, then Ryan, you saying Ryan can do it, right? When you see that you have to know Ryan would be the only one attracting interest. Ryan would be the only one attracting interest, y'all. He would be the only one attracting interest. A guy who had his opportunity to fail. Now he's coming back after having this full-blown psychotic episode, and people still jump on these cats, good side. You know what I'm saying? And they still give them all the maximum credit they can get, y'all. This dude look damn near funny and awkward fighting Duarte last time. But they said he is the one with the attracting interest. I think some of you are enamored with the wrong thing. It's not his fighting skills. You more so looking at the way he look, his aesthetics. It goes on to say a fight against the more entertaining, arguably far more popular WBO 140-pound champion Teofimo Lopez will have a different story. Ryan versus Teofimo Lopez. Ryan versus Teo will likely have already sold out the Barclays Center in Brooklyn by now, and two would be attracting pay-per-view buys in droves. So let me address this too. When he brings in Teo, being the Teo, that's one of his stomping grounds, period, and people consider him like a family resident there. As of Haney Garcia, not so much, because they're not a resident, and people may not be fully familiar with who they are. But this article right here is just not helping anything when it comes to the fight. You know what I'm saying? You can't put a headliner up there, $80 pay-per-view, then discourage people from going to see the fight because you think Devin has a no likable style, right? And then you turn around and you say that Garcia is the main attraction. So you extract one half of the duo that's supposed to fight this April, and you add Teo, which is nowhere close to being a part of this fight. And you act like if it was Teo, it would be sold out. That's just hearsay. That's just speculation. That's just you prognosticating, and talking this into existence. But that fight is not what's on the damn docket. He says a pay-per-view nightmare ahead, y'all. It stands to reason that if ticket sales ain't selling, will Haney versus Ryan bring in a ton of pay-per-view sales on the zone? That's a big no. He's saying it's a big no. The fan lack of interest in purchasing tickets means they view this train wreck as bad investment, not worth their money, which will result in this being another pay-per-view disaster for Haney. He's dead set on targeting Haney, man. And the reason why I break down these articles like this, because when you allow these authors, so to speak, to write for these outlets, being that I have been there, I've been there before. I have. I used to write back in the day, right? Write articles. You had to produce 3 articles a week, right? So if you get these casters putting out articles, they're not there to basically edit your articles and tell you what you should write. The only thing they want to do is read over it and your content. They don't care if it's good or bad. If you have a bulk of criticism within your article, as long as it's not crossing the line, they will put it out there. All right? They will put it out there. And this is what you see all the time out here, man. It says even if Haney wins the fight, the low ticket and pay-per-view sales will be a real knockout blow to his career. But he just said he had horrendous, terrible ticket sales with Regis Prograis, but yet he's in a fight with Ryan Garcia. Yeah, I got it. It said it'll be a real knockout blow to his career, further showing that he doesn't connect with fans. The lack of charisma and his boring fighting style are pure poison when it comes to sales. So what's the statutory limitation on these cats using the same thing? Because the septic tank is the YTC when it comes to these narratives. That's where the septic tank is. That's where you see all the polluted water. That's where you see all the filth and everything that's being talked about with certain fighters, that they bring up articles like this and say, well, they're not going to sell because of their no likable style. A person that's undefeated has a no likable style. Like Ryan has this awesome style. Ryan doesn't have a fan-friendly style. Yeah, he can go in there and talk about what he's going to do to Devin and all that, this, that, and the other. But he hasn't shown to be this superstar that can go in there and rally the crowd, man. Yeah, he wins, cool. But arguably, this is his second biggest fight of his career, and he has to go in there and make it happen. Don't let Devin Haney win this fight. I'm talking to the author of this freaking article. You sounding real crazy, man. You're targeting one fighter. If you're talking about the pay-per-view prices, this should be about pay-per-view. But once you start to dive into this article, what is it talking about? It's pretty much dogging out Haney's freaking style. So you're not up here to talk about an $80 pay-per-view ticket. I'm like this. I don't feel no type of way about the pay-per-view being $80 because this is not one, fights that, supposed to be the annual freaking 4th of July, firework event, the championship showcase you all been waiting for years and years. No, this ain't it. But it is interesting. It does bring you the entertainment value because you got one quality fighter, one half of this quality fighter that's there, and that's Devin Haney. Devin was the lightweight undisputed, undenied champion, defended it twice, certified official, moved up, got another belt from Regis. So, my criticism of Devin, that is in the rearview mirror. Because he basically earned the titles, defended the titles, and then went up and took Regis titles. Regis was a legitimate champion, yo. So since he was a champion and Devin beat him, you can't sit up here and say Regis looked bad. That's the reason why he won. No, he beat him. You have to be smart about the way you move in this sport to get that money. You're talking about cats that's still in their 20s doing this shit. Just imagine what they're going to be making in their 30s, man. Crawford just made his biggest payday against Spence, and he was 35, right? You know what I'm saying? 35 years old to make the paycheck that he made, and Spence, to make the biggest paycheck of their career. And here you are, you have fighters that's fighting with an $80 pay-per-view. You have to start somewhere, just like I said about Tio. He negotiated with Loma. You have to start somewhere to start increasing the value of who you are as a fighter and what your worth is. You got to build up your FICO score and continue to grow and grow as a fighter. These dudes are in their 20s, man. Tank is still in his 20s. What you think Tank is going to be making by the time he reached 35? I could tell you he's not going to be making 15 to 20 million. He's touching that now. It may not be several fights, but he's there now in his 20s. So imagine when he get to his early 30s and whoever's left to make a big fight, Tank is going to be getting paid. And then you talk about the Haneys, the Teofimos, they're going to be getting paid, man. Now, you know, it's plenty of other fighters, but I'm talking about the old guard is going to be out the sport soon. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about these youngins, you know, that's going to be making this good money. The future rising stars like Jahad Tucker, they have to get on the grid square. They have to get on the grid and start making the revenue. They have to put themselves in the big fights. But the entertainment value is there. You know what I'm saying? The style to attract consumers are there. They can say what they want about Devin Style over and over again. Yeah, he has some boring fights. But he hasn't been on the canvas. He's not losing. He's undefeated. He's established his legacy as an undisputed lightweight champion. Ryan Garcia has not, but yet every time these black and Hispanic fighters get up, they always want to talk about how the black fighter don't sell. And then they always want to bring up how Floyd Mayweather was able to get this type of money and all that. When are you going to pull that tampon out? You know what I'm saying? When are you going to go see the gynecologist and find out why you smell the way you do every time you crack your mouth open? I mean, it's time to let go of these freaking narratives, bro. How many times are you going to say these fighters don't have a likable style? But yet there's fighters that you consider to have a likable style that's losing. They're losing. And they say, oh, yeah, so-and-so will be back. They keep their mouth shut. But they want to complain about a freaking, they want to put a title up here. Right? Is the Haney Garcia interest flatlining? Ticket sales tell us Taz's story. And the reason why I started off with ticket sales and I got the $80 pay-per-view because we haven't even gotten to the pay-per-view yet. We don't even know. We have 16 days remaining. We haven't even got to the pay-per-view. So they put out $80. They want to complain about that. And then they want to talk about the tickets ain't selling. So what this particular Ken Woods is doing is just basically crushing. He's just shitting on the fight. That's pretty much what he's doing. He's shitting on the entire fight. I don't know his motive for doing this, but you know they want to complain about the pay-per-view being $80, and then they're up here trying to convince people that, oh man, you know, the whole arena is in blue. You know what I'm saying? There's so many tickets out there, the whole arena. No human being that's knowing this fight is coming to Brooklyn is going to show up. That's bullshit. I don't even look at ticket prices, but let me go look at ticket prices right now. Not ticket prices. Let me go see. Let me do my own. You know what I'm saying? Because it's Wednesday. Hit the like button if you're in the building. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna beg you to do it now, but appreciate you if you're doing it. Cool, I appreciate you, man. Okay, let me take a take a snapshot of this. So let me share screen. Let me see where I'm at right quick. Hold up for a second. Let me stop sharing. Let me go ahead and share screen again. So take a look at this right here. So this is, some areas of, some front row, you're looking at 2.5. You know what I'm saying? Over here, to be down there, you're looking at a good 8 stacks plus. You know what I'm saying? Let's go all the way up here where we can see the pelicans flying in and the pigeons, the carrier pigeons. You know what I'm saying? You're looking at 285, 213, 190. You know what I'm saying? Um, you can see all these prices all across the arena. So we know that the ticket allocations is not going to be for the entire arena. We're not going to even be playing with this. You know what I'm saying? But there are some tickets and stuff that's been sold from what I'm looking at. It is some areas that has been sold, but I ain't gonna lie to you. It does look like when I used to go to them fights during the pandemic. But they have some freaking seats out here for you big ballers. You know what I'm saying? 9,000 plus right here. You know what I'm saying? Across, you got the eight stacks plus. On this second row right here, seven, almost, 7.5. And if you look at the seats, it's all the way up. They going no less than 2, really, average. You know what I'm saying? 231, 232. You know what I'm saying? There goes some ones over there. Make sure you bring your binos. I'm pretty sure you got some mini binos to look through. But that's how it looks, people. That's how it look. So y'all better hurry up and go get your ticket prices. I mean your tickets, and if you dare to support, don't worry about what the price point is. You dare to support, right? So my biggest question to you is, are you checking off on the $80 ticket? The ticket price or not? You know, what are you planning on doing? Are you gonna buy the fight, or are you gonna say, I'm gonna stream it? So let me just give you a little snippet of the $80 freaking criticism. $80 for Haney, Garcia. Boxing fans cry highway robbery. All right. Let me get to the chat. Shout out to the news by Shaw News. Sauce Experience in the building. What's good with your fam? Appreciate you pulling up as always, man. Definitely check out his channel, Team Tucker Official on deck. You know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing, the hottest in the game, man. Be sure to check him out, man. Get some CMOS, get your energy up. Because when you step down on fight week, you need that CMOS energy. Some of y'all get tired. You don't even show up to fights. You know what I'm saying? So when you step down, get with the plug. You know what I'm saying? Get with the plug. Get your energy up. You know what I'm saying? So you can go up there and get those interviews and put them heels to the deck. You know, they're going to be giving out a lot of complimentary tickets in Brooklyn. Hey, that's somebody that's over that way. You know what I'm saying? We can only hope for the best. You know what I'm saying? We can only hope for the best, man. Everyone know what people wait until the last minute to pay for shit. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. But you know, this kind of has been one of those, you know, shit shows a little bit. With the way Ryan was acting and the way they trying to always compare Devin Haney as the template for bad fighting style, man, get out of here. It just get to a point right here, like, yeah, when it comes to the sweet science, every style is not supposed to be knock'em sock'em robots. And then y'all be up here, you know, when they get my age, y'all say, oh man, wow, I never would have thought he was taking punishment like that, but look at him. Oh man, that's bad. I can barely understand what he's saying. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? And come on, y'all. He said Bill and Team Haney got too many internet boxing widows trying to market and promote this fight. It killed the real life momentum. Them guys won't move the needle. It's showing internet widows. Hey man. Hey, easy on the sauce. The sauce is hot, man. The sauce is hot. You know what I'm saying? I can't weirdos that you talking about, but you know, the selection process. I don't know what the selection process was when he wanted to have them promote, but I don't move them out of Vegas over there to Brooklyn. I still, to this day, I want to know why that happened the way it did. The arena would be full. It's the Barclays Center. They're going to give out loads of complimentary tickets. Maybe that guy can buy 13 pay-per-views like he challenged us to do before. Damn, Sauce coming here, goddamn, with a boil of hot piping, goddamn ragu, shit, goddamn spices, pepper, you know what I'm saying, garlic, onions. Threw some sea moss in that motherfucker. What is wrong with y'all on this Wednesday? I swear, 24, man. People out here blazing, dog, for real. They whole temperament different than 24. I mean, god dang, coming here just slinging sauce all over the place, man. Not even caring to give them a freaking apron, a freaking bib first, man. Tell them to goddamn put a whole plastic sheet over them like they do at the Crab Leg Fest. And that guy, you know, that was willing to put 13 pay-per-views in the household, yeah, I haven't really heard that again. I just wonder why. You know, good point to bring that up. You know, I mean, he support them heavy. He support them heavy. Damn, Texas 16 came in here talking about that shit dead. Damn. Man, boxing fans, man, they are relentless, bro. They merciful. They merciless, rather. Not merciful, merciless. Y'all are merciless this, man, god damn. Y'all coming up in 24 kicking down doors. You know what I'm saying? For real. Swinging mallets. Bruce Gas Boxer Jazz and more in the building. What's good with it, OG? How you feeling, man? I see you. They get tired. If the fight's close, it benefits Ryan. No in-house Vegas odds to persuade the decision. I mean, I get where you coming from. I get where you coming from with that. I get it, bro. But are we, what are we missing? Why and how, if anybody, can they be relocated from Vegas? Why did that happen? Is it because Ryan was saying that he's damn near a just as big as Canelo? Or was it Devin Haney saying he's the face of boxing now? I don't know, man, because, Tank said he was the face of boxing. And I haven't seen nobody, blackball him and change his location. He's about to go in there and fight the infamous, Frank Martin. I haven't seen anybody do that to him. 9,000 for a front row. Yeah, man, 9,000 easy, man. Get your credit cards out. 9 stacks easy. He said they get tired. Hey, man. All we trying to do over here is spread the love and the joy wherever that's at. You know what I'm saying? Wherever that love and joy is at. All I'm saying is they put it out there. And this what they had to say. Fans are dealing with the sticker shock after hearing about the $80 pay-per-view cost for Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia event at DAZN. The die-hard loyalists of these two are going into meltdown at the price of this card, and it's understandable. It is unclear, and this is Boxing News 24, who will be fighting on the undercard because it hasn't been announced yet. That is facts. I looked at that. No. It's better for me to show you. Better than I can tell you. So this is absolutely facts. You know what I'm saying? Let me take this down. So if we go back over here, right? And this is the fight right here. Ryan Garcia 24-1. And you go right here. Where's the undercard at? Where's the undercard? Where's the undercard? Real talk. Where's the undercard? So we get right here, says still unclear who will be fighting on the undercard because it hasn't been announced yet. But it will be loaded with big names to lure the many fans who are already balking, y'all, at ordering this event. Y'all out there balking? I didn't say barking. I said balking. That means you're scoffing at it. Yeah. You think I'm paying that money for those two? No way. It would never happen. Never. In my Samson voice, it would never, ever happen. I won't pay that. Hell, if Fundora was to fight, he would never do a pay-per-view for $80. It'll be $180. Let's keep it moving. The undercard is a total mystery, and it seems bizarre to list a steep price tag without revealing the other fights. Fans aren't just going to purchase the event for $80 just to see the non-crowd pleaser Haney defend his WBC light welterweight title against Garcia without knowing who is on the undercard. So let me go back over to the top and help you understand. This is a different author, y'all, but both of them are still going in on Haney. Real talk. I'm just saying what's out there now. The undercard better be stacked or else, okay? For the price the promoters are charging for this event, the undercard had better be filled with top of the tree level talent. I like that top of the tree level. Now that's kind of funny. They say top of the tree because I know some trees that I can get a running start and jump in that motherfucker and it take me 2 climbs. I'm at the top. I'm just being petty a little bit. I like how you're trying to do the silver tongue effect. You know what I'm saying? Top tree level. But every tree is not that high that you can be at the top. You know, some you can climb to the top and fall out that bitch, and you still good if you hit the ground. And it said, or this event would be another pay-per-view disaster. You know what I don't like all the time is remediated pay-per-view disasters. We all know the time has changed. We all know that people are not paying for pay-per-views like they used to. We all know that there's so many people globally in this world, but the boxing community is very small. So if by chance word spreads the way it's supposed to, we might get a crack into the millions and stuff like that. But that shit ain't happening regularly. That's not happening on the regularity, bro. It's not. They say of the two, Haney can at least afford that to happen after the $30K his last fight reportedly brought in against Regis. Hence the Mr. $30K moniker. So the other guy, the other author that I just read, he said $50K. This guy says $30K. You see what I'm getting at? They don't care about consistency. They just go out here and put out something to draw in the viewership, even if it's negative content they putting out. They want somebody, like me to read their article because it's full of some freaking shit crumbs. It goes on to say while the Haney versus Ryan fight is a good one, charging $80 is seen as a crime by people on social media. This price just screams piggishness. Okay, let me highlight that, y'all. You know how I love words. Piggishness and desperation, y'all. Don't y'all dare grow up and allow yourselves to be caught in public, acting piggishness. Okay? I don't want to see you at a fight just being piggishness. Okay? The price just screamed piggishness. I never want to correct y'all on the spot by acting and looking piggishness. All right? Stop it. Going on. The fact that tickets aren't selling for the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. New York, this fight is a bad omen that the card is going to be a pay-per-view flop. Now, earlier, they was talking about the card need to be, full of big names or whatever. It needs to be a stellar undercard. All this is hearsay. All this is poor prognosticated negativity. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about putting out media that isn't based off facts. It's just somebody's strict opinion on what they believe. And granted, majority of these cats that's putting out this information, they're not on a boxing team, nor do they work for a promotion. They just up here putting out negative information, man. Good bows before evil. All they want to do is put out some shit that's negative without even knowing what is what. Where are they at the fight, though? Announced stacked undercard. Slash pay-per-view prices in half. All right. They're talking about a desperate plea save the pay-per-view. So number one was announce a stacked undercard. Number two was slash pay-per-view price in half. So they want them to do a $40 pay-per-view, right? Apart from announcing a loaded card, which is unlikely the promoter could take the high road and slash pay-per-view and ticket prices to half off. That might prime the pump to entice fans to purchase tickets and order the pay-per-view. Come on, man. You're sounding crazy. $40 isn't too bad, but that's still way too high for this fight without 2 or 3 good undercard fights. It's just crazy that, this author just absolutely shredded this fight. One author was talking about the $80 price point, and the next was talking about ticket sales is dismal. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody there, not even Lent. You know what I'm saying? The Lent family haven't showed up yet. You know what I'm saying? Air has chose to stay outside the arena and come in at the last minute. They're not sure that they want to be there to help the consumers be able to breathe effectively. You know what I'm saying? Air hasn't even showed up. If we're going to talk about it for real. I'm just being honest, man. They dogged the hell up out of this fight. They did. This is crazy. Let me get to Isak Cruz. Let me transition to Isak Cruz. Transition to Isak Cruz, man. Isak Cruz, he is loving the way he is embraced as a fighter at this point in time, and he's a lockable fighter. I was there when he beat the crap out of my boy Diego Magnolino. He got down and delivered some sledgehammers, man, to the body, and Diego couldn't make it up out the corner. It was over. I like Isak Cruz. Real talk. I do feel that his fighting style is similar. His attraction emits off his fighting style, just like Tank. Tank and Isak, I'm not saying they have the same style, but Isak doesn't have the punching power that Tank does. But Tank gives you that pre-excitement value, knowing that there's a highlight reel pending. Something special is about to happen. Isak Cruz, on the other hand, he's going to give you what you know him to be about early. He's going to give you that constant pressure, defense, execution, defense, high guard, power punch. You know what I'm saying? He's going to give you that consistency. People fucking with Isak Cruz right now because he's giving you entertainment. Like, he ain't all about staying out and with his back up against the rope. No, right now people looking at him and saying that with 26 fights in the game and 2 losses and 1 draw, 18 knockouts, this man is getting, high praise. They putting him as the top dog at 140. I'm like, huh? You got to think about it. In Cruz's 6th professional fight, I believe, he lost. He ain't never been stopped, but he lost. He's only 25 years old, man. Mexican fighter with a 63-inch arm reach now. 63-inch arm reach. All you have to do is look at the Giovanni fight, and he was exposed a little bit in that. But him and his team have total confidence in Isak. So much that, the fans are rallying behind him. They talking about he's going to be the next Mexican superstar, right? And the man has a KO percentage of 69.23%. Out of Isak Cruz's last 10 fights, he went 4 for 10 when it comes to knockouts. Just 4 out of 10 now. Out of his last 10 fights, he scored knockouts. 4 out of his last 10 fights. But you can never sort of explain that to the fan base that he's not a knockout artist. We can't say he's a knockout artist when Rolly was rolling all around the motherfucking rings with Barroso. And what Tank did to him. And what he the sparring footage that was leaked. As you can see, his resume, you know what I'm saying? One thing I noticed about Isak Cruz's resume is that he took the route like a lot of other people. You know what I'm saying? They chose to go to Mexico, fight in Mexico before they come over here. But he is one of the few and the proud that had those fights in Mexico. He has 26 wins, right? But if you count, let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. All right? 19 of his professional fights. 19 of his professional fights have been in Mexico. You know what I'm saying? 19, y'all. 19. But he was able to do it. He was able to work his way to a world championship. 19 of his fights being in Mexico, he was able to work his way up. 25 years old, he's a world champion. Salute to him, man. He was the one that's able to work himself up. 25 years old 26 wins, 18 coming by way of knockouts, get this championship from Rolly Romero, and now they're trying to hail him as the best. You know why they're trying that? Because they're looking at excitement. They look at Tio, and they say, he didn't have an attractive freaking performance last outing. They look at Matias. Matias, you don't hear nothing from him unless he got a fight. It's no way for them to link up the dial up, to get him on the dial up, in between fights. He's just not going to build a fan base like that, And then you have Cruz, who just gave you another entertaining fight, come forward, pressure, punishing style. And then Haney coming off the Regis, but set the fight. Fighters, established unified champions at 135, something that Isaac Cruz wasn't able to do. Now he's up at 140, and I commend him for moving up there and getting a title shot and winning it. I commend him for that. I like it. But I would say he's one-dimensional though, and I'm not gonna be a total hypocrite and say, well, it's not like I haven't supported one-dimensional fighters before. But when you say he's the best 140-pound champion at this time, I don't know about that now. I don't know about that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just don't know about that. I don't know, man. I'm being honest. I don't know about that. Y'all hold on for a second. All right. But that's where I'm at with it. With Isaac Cruz. I do like his fight style a bit because he does have an engine running on all cylinders. When you talk about boxing and where we at today, people complain about the smallest shit. They complain about, you got the commentaries complaining about Jahad Tucker, and this man, this fighter right here, has one of the most entertaining styles in the sport. You know what I'm saying? He can fight on the outside, inside. He has very quick hands. He put combinations together. But yet, he hasn't made his mark for a championship yet, but it will happen. But I'm just saying, people will have their criticism about different styles. And right now, Isaac Cruz, he doesn't have a lot to the toolbox. But people like it because he's consistently coming forward and this, that, and the other. He's giving you what you want to see. I'm just curious how long it's going to last because right now he got respect from the Mexican fans. He does. As long as it's lasting right now, Isaac Cruz has respect from Mexican fans. He's building up. He's like this little debt collector, bro. He's come and collect the fucking debt, and by all means necessary. He's running on all cylinders, man, swinging bats. You know what I'm saying? 63-inch arm reach. And he had Rolly on the back foot damn near the whole time before he got knocked out. He was even right there in Javante's space. I mean, hey, he will get exposed sooner or later. But at that time, one loss is not going to do him an injustice like he ain't going to be able to get another fight. That man is not ever going to change up his fighting style, bro. He's fighting to his height, his reach, and his intensity level. He's a motherfucking bull. He ain't the matador. He's the bull. It's going to take a matador to do something with Isaac Cruz. That's what it's going to take. Right now, he's a straightforward pressure cooker. And he's going to break you down if you don't have an answer. You know what I'm saying? To him continue to throw. And also, we have to worry about Pitbull staying healthy. So you might ask yourself, so what do you mean by that, WCS? He still is a human. He still have a skeletal system. He's 25 years old and he launches that right hand all the fucking time. It's going to come a time and place, mark my words, this day, April 3rd, 2024. It's going to come a time where Pitbull is going to injure himself. He may be able to get away with that right now. Excuse me. But the way he throws that right hand all the time, he's going to get a shoulder injury, a wrist injury, elbow, something. Watch what I tell you. I'm not putting no negative juju on him, but he loads up on that right hand and he would throw that shit 50 times if he have to. He's at a higher division now, bigger opposition, and he himself is never going to get any taller. So, you know, he's going to continue to go in there with that style and try to press that put that pressure on him, put that present pressure on his opponent, get him to move back, keep him guessing. But he's always going to throw that overhand right, man. Always. And I think if he continue to do that as young as he is, he's going to injure his shoulder. He's going to injure his elbow, his wrist, something. His reach isn't going to get any longer. It's not. This guy right here, Isak, man, as much as I say he's a one-dimensional fighter, he is a smart fighter, though, because he understands that he works with what his arsenal consists of, like his height and the whole structure. First of all, you know, his stature in general. He works with what he have. He's short as hell. His defense. They've been working on that defense package for a long ass time, yo. That dude has some very solid ironclad defense, man. Look, Tank Davis couldn't even penetrate. A tank couldn't even penetrate that defense like that. They've been working on, they know they have a short fighter. They've been working on that shit, bro. Over and over and over again. This dude throws that right hand out the motherfucking high guard, and you have to be paying attention. It's not like he has a long ass reach, but he's short enough and compact enough. When he releases and shoots that motherfucker, I mean, hey, you better be paying attention. It's not like he's a freaking power punch at the end of the day, but it's going to take the right matador with the counter shots to expose Cruz, and that's what it is. Do I see Cruz, you know, becoming a multi-division champion, moving up to welterweight? I mean, anything possible with the way Rolly picked up his title. Anything's possible, dog. You know what I'm saying? Do I see him being a 2-division champion? I don't know. I want to see, can he defend his titles at 140? I mean, his title at 140 first. I want to see, can he unify versus one of the bigger names like a Devin Haney or Teofimo Lopez. I want to see that first. I really do, y'all. I want to see that shit first. So I'm done talking about Eastside Cruz, aka Isaac. You know what I'm saying? Wish you nothing but the best, man. Wish you nothing but the best. Wish you nothing but the best, man. He said, I'll watch it for free next day. I feel you. I don't have nothing to say about that. I ain't a promoter. I ain't getting paid to do that. You know what I'm saying? But we'll be on again. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? We'll be on again. And you know, it's going to be all about the hot grease. We'll do it again because we got to keep active. But remember, you know, to follow Who is Your Hot Tucker on IG, man. One of the fastest rising, most entertaining. You know what I'm saying? I can't call him a prospect, really. You know, not after fighting and beating a top 5 middleweight. So y'all definitely check him out and support this rising talent, this rising star in the sport, and make it happen. Till then, I'm out. Peace.